Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready? Watch me. Good. There's a particular lesson which we intend to teach in the successful application of the revision of yourself, all right? It's going to allow you to see yourself as you see me in an entirely different place. Listen. Better. Are you in mind training? All Homo sapiens are in mind training. They constantly attempt, in a reflection of light, to verify what they look like within a space-time reference. Is this true? Oh, sure. Now, what I set up for you when you came into this and the manner in which you came in were an indication that you've accepted an alternative within your own mind as a possibility within the reflection of light by which you're identifying yourself. Okay? Now, I'm going to attempt to reason with you, all right, in what do you call the conscience, the science of your mind, in the manner in which you identify yourself, all right? Am I prepared for you? Well, sure. Do I have the entanglement principle of the quantum idea of the possibility of constantly rearranging yourself? Now, what I have to remind you of, there's nothing new about what I'm attempting to show you in the consciousness of the mechanism of the idea of your mind. Now, I have been successful at altering how I see myself in the projection of my mind, all right? And we're going to use some particular words which will be very popular with you, perhaps and perhaps not. Now, the idea that you're going to have to recognize with me that there's a universe out there, all right, cannot exclude the idea that there, say to me, purpose. There has to be a purpose. Now, we're already in serious difficulty, just to use the Christian. In other words, the idea that God is going to be a provision for it can only be true in the entirety of the provision. So the science of your mind. Now, immediately I got into ideas of evolutionary process. I'm not going to process it that way. What I want you to see with me is that the responsibility for your individual idea can be brought about if you will allow for the association of a design that's out in the universe. Now, you're going to have to accept it. Now, to deny it really doesn't make any sense. You can deny it, but why would you want to when all of the design of your efforts to remain within the body formulation guarantee you a reflection of light? These are what we just did about seeing things differently, all right? Now, you've got to see them differently, and when you begin to see them differently, it increases the frequency that there must be somewhere out in the universe a master design. Can you see that with me? I'm going to read you the mysteries of outer space. Notice that it comes from U.S. News and Report. Now, you love the science of the idea of examination of particulars within your own mind that indicate there is a design to the universe. Now, to try to attempt to say that you do know or do not know what it is a true thing. That's why you're in mind training. not for any other reason. That is the idea. There's another way you can look on this, or what they have. And I've prepared a particular thing. I'm going to read it to you. All right. This is titled, say to me, this looks pretty weird to me.
This is pretty weird
Yeah.
to me.
What I'm going to read you are some vital statistics about what you, as a Homo sapien, as a consciousness, indicate is the reality of the world. Will you listen with me now? It's not going to hurt to listen to it, is it? Huh? Listen with me. Here we go. All about you, some statistics. Are you ready? Everybody agrees that our universe is about 13.7 thousand million years old. Now, how they arrive at that statistic is a curiosity, but let's look at the composition. 0.4% glowing matter like stars. 3.6% other familiar matter, such as dark gas and solid objects, including planets. 23% cold, dark matter of exotic particles detectable only by their collective gravity, but otherwise invisible, and 73% a thinly spread force field called dark energy. What's our geometry? Are you ready? The universe is perfectly flat. Once more, the universe that we're observing, and we're observing it within our conscious, is perfectly flat. All notions of Euclidean geometry, the idea of objective ideas that vary in space and time, breaks down at large distances. Now look wrong. The size is unknown, but vast, and as other measurements have implied, accelerating outward after slowing its expansion for its first billion years or so. Now, the reason that I'm back with you, all right, is I want to read to you the notation that if you decide to practice within your mind what I'm offering you, you're going to have to be in an assumption. There's no other way to do it. That you seem to be trapped, all right, in what appears to be your design of limitation that's imposed on you in space-time. Is this true or false? Now, in order to get you off to a good start, okay, in the ideas of how I want to do this, what I'm going to do, all right, is offer you a solution, all right, in the manner in which you want to look at yourself in comparison with yourself. Now, you're excited at the prospect, perhaps, that when I appear here with you, having undergone an experience of a repetition of sufficient order to offer you a solution that's not contained within this continuum, are why I'm here. Now, but I want to show you the science of the idea of the possibility that I can appear here with you, all right, and a moment later, I can appear out there. You want to listen to me? Now, this will be very scientific. It's also very spiritual and religious, because it says very simply that all around the world there are figures appearing within your mental aberration of how you think you look that are not in correspondence with how you look physically within your own universe. All right? Now, the idea of projections of your mind stemming from what you think you are the accord by which I'm beginning to enjoy it. Am I beginning to enjoy it? Sure. Sure. All right? Now, the notation, okay, that we can add on ideas of the joy that you're feeling by the admission that there is an alternative, even though you're not sure what it is. There is now good scientific evidence that it's true.